English 10, this is Ms. Long. This is the beginning of the Unit 5 session for materials, and I just want to begin with this fun little comic here. Hey man, are you going to watch the Super Bowl? Yeah, I'm going to watch it on my new 80-inch television. And then, here he is, here's the 80-inch television, and here is a Super Bowl. Get it? Okay, so if that groan didn't get you, how about this one here? We're in divorce court, husband and wife. What? You hid the remote during the Super Bowl? Well, why would I be mentioning all of this? I mention this because this week begins like a normal week with a possible snow day in our future forecast, but it's going to end with probably most of us tied to those big screen TVs, probably sitting on the edge of our chairs, hoping that the Broncos manage to pull out something respectable in the Super Bowl. And this also happens to be the day that your inquiry draft is due. So I'm just going to encourage you to plan ahead, to know that the same time you're going to be wanting to watch the Broncos, you are also going to probably be writing a draft for your paper. So take that into account as you make your weekly plans. Well, so here's what you're doing this week. You've got 4 assignments, possible assignments here. You've got your work ethic bonus. If you've been doing this all along, please continue. You've only got 2 more sessions. Your weekly journal, and the big thing, your inquiry draft with the MLA formatting on that. We'll talk about that in just a minute. And then a quiz over this particular week. So that's where you're headed. Again, remember, if you've been doing the work ethic bonus all along, create that schedule, plan for that Super Bowl, and get your work done according to it. Submit that calendar to me. Then we've got your weekly journal, and you've been doing a fabulous job with these, much better than I've been at keeping up with them. Just various types of free writing. I figure you've got your hands full with an inquiry. You don't need to have another specific topic. So just write about what comes to your mind or one of the ideas that's linked here. The big focus this week is really getting that draft written. And as you do that, I want you to focus on maybe looking at some other mentor texts, like some of our Pulitzer Prize winning samples here, or one of the student samples that's attached to this page. You can read how it was scored on the district rubric as well as the original article. Just seeing what you're supposed to look like and what it's supposed to look like in the end may help you immensely to actually get this done. I also want you to keep this checklist in mind. It's a final 2-page inquiry report that should have 2 to 5 quotations, facts, or paraphrases from each of your sources. So that's a lot of research that you're going to be integrating. This is not easy. I'm exceptionally proud of you. This is taking a lot of material and synthesizing it into one finding. So just be aware that this is where you're headed. As you're bringing it together, you may find it useful just to state for yourself, what did I find out about that question that I had in session 1? What's the answer? And you may want to just put it in one sentence. My topic might have been video games. What did I find out? I might have found out that they can actually improve cognitive performance. So whatever that one sentence is, I encourage you to write that at the top of your draft so that you're focused on proving and showing that conclusion. And again, that conclusion is going to take into account the different perspectives, and that's why you need a conclusion that really reflects all of those perspectives. All things brought together, I found out that. That's what's guiding your paper. Little organizing tip. You're working with 6 different pieces of research, and it's kind of a pain to stop and have to think about internal citation as you're writing. So one way to get around that is just to color code your research. Maybe your interview is orange, your media piece is green, your first database article is blue, purple. We have a whole rainbow of colors. And then when you're actually just writing along, just highlight the quote, that color, and then you can come back and do the MLA internal citation later, but you'll know where you got it, so you're not trying to go back through 6 pieces of research to find that quotation. Speaking of citation, I would like for you to take a look at this interactive video here that brings together all of the conventions around quotations and paraphrases and how you cite those things. And as a bonus, if you are in fact doing what you're supposed to be doing anyway and watching the videos, then I will be adding up to 10 points to your quiz score. So it's going to help you write a better paper. It's going to help your grade on the quiz. Take some time to go through this tour here. There's another resource on MLA internal citation if you find that you'd like some additional clarification, and some practice that you can look at to make sure you're getting that citation correct. You'll have an opportunity to demonstrate your knowledge of citation when you turn in your inquiry draft. Again, this is the big thing this week. And you'll have a chance to demonstrate on the quiz, which will be available on Thursday. So that's our week. We'll wrap it up again with the Super Bowl. And I have to tell you, I'm kind of excited, kind of scared. Seeing the Broncos embarrass themselves a little bit too many times. Then again, we go. We've gone more than other teams, what should I say? Anyway, we'll wrap up the week. You'll have your draft. And next week in our final session, you'll revise the draft and submit something that you can be proud of. So be in touch with any questions. Have a great week.